back to that Kevin Show with Kevin McCullough.
All right, welcome back. Glad to have you with us. And coming up yet, still the second time that Selena Gomez will take the stage for the Music Spotlight tonight, and looking forward to her encore performance. I've got some exciting news to share with you. Since February, we have been on a little bit of a journey where I've told you about something very special that was happening and asking you to consider what you could do to help us. And in recent weeks, we had flirted with getting to about the halfway point of our goal. And I just want you to know that a couple of weeks ago, we just shot right past it. We have a list of 192 names of slaves that we know who are in trouble, who need our help, and who we can liberate this year. Human slaves, yes, human slavery still exists on planet Earth. In fact, there's more people enslaved now than at any time in recorded human history. They don't all experience the same things. Some sex trafficked slaved experience different things than forced labor slaves. But in a place like Sudan, the slave experiences all of it. They experience the sexual abuse, they experience the verbal abuse, they experience the employment abuse, where you work all day for nothing. You barely get crumbs off the master's table at night if you're lucky. So it's the slaves that we are liberating in northern Sudan. They experience the full gamut of everything that slavery entails. And so that's why my listeners and I, and those of you that have decided to jump on board with us, know that for the last number of years, we have done everything we could to free as many as we can. And I would say in the last few years, we're closing in on 4,000 human beings that we were able to liberate from slavery. Actual human beings in slavery are now free because those of you that listen to this show and care so deeply. Well, our goal this year is not dissimilar to what it's been in the past. And we know, because we constantly are doing negotiations and finding slaves and understanding where they are, these slaves that were largely taken as slaves because of the Sudanese civil war, there's still about 35,000 in captivity. And we had identified about another 192 that we're asking you to help. Now, what does your help consist of? This is a very important question. It's very simple. When the slave is liberated, when the negotiation is complete, there's a need to give that slave what they need to begin their life over again with. And that's what we call the Christian Solidarity International Bag of Hope. And it's much more than a bag. It's a year's worth of grain. They eat a lot of sorghum in Sudan, so a year's worth of sorghum grain. It's another year's worth of seed to plant a sorghum crop so that they have some in the year following the year that they have food already stored up for. Then there's a number of other things: utensils for gardening and cooking and cleaning, and to even some degree fishing, utensils for all of those things, preparations for bedding and for tarps to protect you from the weather, and a number of issues that are just related to just survival day to day. There's a Bible included in their language in the survival pack. And on top of that, there's access to clean drinking water and other forms of sustenance, not the least of which is a she-goat that gets given to the slave as they are being helped to return to their home area. And these she-goats actually provide a bit of micro enterprise, because they can create the milk and the cheese and then sell those, but also micro enterprise from the standpoint that they can breed these she-goats and sell the kidlings to other people to help sustain themselves as they go about it. Now, these are women that before they are given this opportunity have experienced sexual abuse on a nearly daily basis for the last anywhere from 12 to 20 years, depending on when they were taken. But through the Christian Solidarity International program, not a single one of them have ever been taken back into slavery. Not a single one of them have ever been lost once they've gotten home. So I'm asking you, after a dozen years of this program working with more than 85 to 125,000 slaves liberated. Will you help us in these days to get these next 192 across the finish line? Now, how many have we rescued this year? 107 so far. That means there's 85 on our list to go. $250 supplies the bag of hope. That's it. Call us, supply the bag of hope. We go get the slave. We liberate them. We get them home. They have everything they need to start their life all over again. Will you help us? 800-342-1010. No, 888-342-1010, not 800. 888-342-1010 is the number. 888-342-1010. 888-342-1010. 888-342-1010. Or you can just give online by going to bringherhome.org. Bringherhome.org. Who are we bringing home? We're bringing the slave home from captivity back to safe and sound. Your gift is doing that. It takes them from literal death and everything that they're experiencing, being abused in every way possible, to a brand new literal life for them. And doing so in the name of Jesus is the process. Here's that number again, 888-342-1010. Your $250 gift supplies everything they need for the coming year, and it sets them up to have their needs met far beyond that. And no one else is going to do this. Friends, we are some of the only people on planet Earth that even care, and we have liberated nearly 4,000 in the last just few years. 888-342-1010, 888-342-1010. Kev, do you do this yourself? Yes. My family and I liberate one slave every month. We just feel like it's what we need to do. My kids are involved. They know what the slaves have been through. They are well aware of the pain that has been leveled against them. And it was their idea to come to me and say, Dad, you may be giving, but we want to give as a family. Can we do this? And so once a month, we send a gift to Christian Solidarity International of $250, and that liberates one more slave and gives one more slave a chance at life, brand new, and one that they don't have to fear looking over their shoulder and being afraid and all the rest of it. It's really, really an amazing program, and I'm hopeful and prayerful that you'll join us in the effort. 888-342-1010, 888-342-1010. You can also go to bringherhome.org, bringherhome.org.
Ready or not, we'll be right back.